This video is made possible by Surfshark, as well as my crippling inability to leave well enough alone. Hey everyone, it's Scott from SANspotter.com again, and welcome back to May 26th, 2018. This was the day that I flew Emirates business class from Los Angeles to Dubai. I even made a video about it, which sucked. Therefore, since I still have the raw footage, I'm going to try this again with a voiceover this time, which hopefully won't suck. So yeah, I'm here at the Tom Bradley International Terminal getting ready for what is going to be a very long 16-hour flight. Once I get through the security checkpoint, that is. This sucks. Because this footage is from 2018, it's kinda neat to take a look back and reminisce about what my life was like back then. Look at me just sitting here. My phone safely in my pocket, securely tucked away due to my genuine fear of using the public Wi-Fi here at LAX. Had I known about Surfshark, an award-winning VPN which protects me from the dangers of people stealing my information on public Wi-Fi, you'd see me doing one of three things instead. First, I'd be smiling because I'd know I was safe. Second, there's a pretty good chance that I'd be streaming content on Netflix that wasn't available in the US, which you can totally do with Surfshark by virtually changing a location at the simple press of a button. I might even be taking advantage of that location changing feature to book cheap flights that I normally wouldn't have access to without Surfshark. Yup, flights are priced differently depending on what part of the world you're in, and you can often find really good deals by doing flight searches in a country other than your own. Virtually, of course. What would I tell the 2018 version of me if I had the opportunity? Well, I would tell myself to sign up for Surfshark as fast as humanly possible, of course. They are currently offering a really good deal that would be foolish to pass up, and well, check this out. Using the link in the description below, and using the promo code SCOTT, you can get Surfshark for 83% off your entire subscription. Plus, to make it even better, they are throwing in an extra 3 months on top of that for free. Knowing me like I think I know me, the 28 version of me would be all over that in a heartbeat. For sure. There she is. That's my ride to Dubai, and what you can't see is me standing at the window waving back at it. For the record, the only reason why I'm flying business class today is because I'm gullible and weak. Yup, they offered me a substantially discounted upgrade from economy when I was checking in online, and, well, they got me. Wait, what? No footage of me stuffing my face in the lounge? Well, it turns out that this deeply discounted upgrade didn't include lounge access. Whatever. Judging by the poor quality of this boarding footage, you're not missing much. This being the longest flight of my life, I was actually kind of surprised that they weren't handing out blood thinners at the boarding door. I will say that thoughts of fatal blood clots were washed away in an instant once I got my first look at the Emirates A380 business class seat. This was nice, and admittedly, way too nice for a normal schmuck like me. Yep, it was going to be a real challenge for me to act like an adult for the next 16 hours, but challenge accepted. Dang it, acting like an adult is really hard to do while wearing shoes like this. Oh well, check out this video screen. There are all kinds of goodies that come with an Emirates business class seat. These noise-canceling headphones were nice, but this tablet, which mirrored the main screen, had my full attention. It was completely redundant and totally unnecessary, but a neat gimmick for sure. Oh, and there is a full wine list as well, which featured a sampling of some of the most prestigious... Okay, I don't know anything about wine. And here we have the menu for today's flight, which I never really got to take full advantage of. Let's just say that a certain cabin crew member and I were not quite on the same page, and it was awkward. More about that later. I clearly remember thinking how proud I was of myself for splurging on that upgrade just as we were pushing off from the gate. Sure, I was in an aisle seat, and I couldn't see anything, but I was in Emirates freaking business class. And, as anyone who has flown Emirates freaking business class knows, the tail camera provides some pretty sweet views looking forward. A quick look around the cabin shortly after takeoff got me thinking. As much as I hated to admit it, I can't say that I was a very big fan of the patterns and the textures of these seats. Yeah, I was thankful as all heck to be sitting where I was, but I don't think wood grain and gold trim will have any place on SANspotter Airways. Back in 2018, this is probably where I would have made a really immature joke about warm nuts. But now that I'm older and on my way to being sophisticated, where's the dang wine? That's better. By the way, if anyone has any wine jokes that are better than nut jokes, I'd love to hear them. A loo review before the meal service? I was such an unorganized mess back then. By the way, this is just a preview. There will be more loo review action later on in the video. So here's the deal. When the flight attendant took my order, she simply asked what I wanted, the same way that a Spirit Airlines flight attendant usually looks at me when arriving at my row with the drink cart. For some reason or another, I thought that she was only asking what appetizer that I wanted, so all I got was an appetizer. There was no main course for me, which was just fine, I guess, since I wasn't all that hungry anyway, but still. Cold and impersonal service was not what I was expecting in Emirates freaking business class. Anyway, I swallowed my frustration with a cheese plate and a few classic episodes of Shark Tank, which worked magnificently, by the way. Despite a somewhat disappointing meal service, a quick look around was all it took to remind me that things could definitely be worse. I have no better way of driving this point home better than having the guy next to me show you just how comfortable these seats are. Here's the thing about 16-hour flights. As exciting as it may be in the days and the moments leading up to it, it's actually kind of boring. You spend a lot of time looking at the map and then counting the simulated stars in the ceiling, only to keep going back to the map, wishing time or the airplane would speed the heck up. Welcome to the North Pole, by the way. If there's one guy who knows exactly what this feels like, it's Neil from the Moments in the Sky YouTube channel. Long-haul travel may not be pretty, but we aviation vloggers enjoy it. Mostly. Anyway, as promised, more loo review action. Well, it's actually just window action from the loo, but you know what I mean. Watch out, Iran. It's SANspotter coming in hot, just north of Tehran. You know, I wonder how many anti-aircraft missiles were pointed at our plane due to me being on board. Anyway, there's nothing that will take my mind off the possibility of being blown out of the sky more than food will. And you're darn right that I made sure to explicitly order a full meal this time. "14 hours in, and I think I'm starting to hallucinate. Where am I? How did I get here? Who the heck are these people, and why are they so happy? More importantly, why is Rory from the Trips with Rory YouTube channel dancing in the aisle wearing nothing but a coconut bra and a grass skirt? Shame on me. I forgot to show you the contents of the amenity kit earlier, so let's see if I can squeeze this in before we land. First things first, looks like we've got some perfume, which I didn't use. Then there's some lotion, which I didn't use. Okay, how about we just fast forward through the rest of this section, since you can probably already tell where this is going. Although you probably can't tell by the tone of my voice, this was actually a very exciting moment for me. This was my first visit to this part of the world, and I'd be lying if I said that I was feeling somewhat out of my comfort zone. I was scared, excited, and maybe a little hungry thanks to some miscommunication at mealtime earlier, which, in typical SANspotter form, ended up being a bit of a problem later on since I didn't realize that I had just arrived in Dubai during Ramadan. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, that was a pretty good flight, except for the food thing, of course. Anyway, if I haven't said it enough already, I'm gonna say it again. The SANspotter patrons are amazing. All of them. Especially Kaz. Have you subscribed to his Dr. AV Geek YouTube channel yet? He's got a very fun and unique style of making trip report videos, and it behooves you to check him out. That's it from me this week. I hope this version of this video didn't suck as hard as the previous one, but if it did, I don't mind. All my videos suck anyway, and frankly, I'm still amazed that anyone actually watches my content. And on that positive note, thanks for watching, thanks so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next one.